6:50 is the time. Back with breaking updates just into our newsroom in our Smart Start. A homicide investigation confirmed and happening now at an apartment complex on the east side of Monroe County. Aran joins us live near that scene just off Pittsford-Palmyra Road. Aran.
Right, Brennan. This is over Pittsford-Palmyra Road and Thayer Road here. Now, we do see those investigators on the second floor of that complex. They're walking back and forth on that balcony, but where they're investigating seems to be behind that tree where our view is obstructed. We were asked to move further back. Now, deputies working this scene here around 24. When our crew first arrived, our photographer did see kind of those sheets and tarps blocking the view of this investigation, of which the Monroe County Sheriff's Office confirmed a homicide that they are investigating here, kind of working that scene as much as they can. When I arrived, the medical examiner had just arrived as well and pulled into the scene. Now, in that update from MCSO, they say there is no evidence at this time to suggest that there is any further threat to the community. And as soon as we learn more, we will bring that information to you on air and online at rochesterfirst.com. For now, reporting, Aran Spitzer, News 8.
Aran, thank you. We'll bring you more updates on that at 7:25 during CBS Mornings as well. New this morning, our homicide detectives from RPD need your help identifying two people in this video. They are persons of interest in a murder case from 2022. Back in June of that year in the Harriet Tubman estate, 17-year-old Jeremiah Baker was shot. He died at the hospital. Detectives believe he was on his bike near the basketball hoop in the parking lot where multiple kids were playing at the time. If you have any leads related to the men in this video, you're asked to reach out to the Major Crimes Unit or just call 911. Some new updates on what is just a heartbreaking story out of Greece. Saturday, a house fire killed two people, including 19-year-old Kira Johnson, but her unborn child did survive. Kira already had a 3-year-old daughter named Zuri, whose birthday was Monday. The victim's sister says she speaks to Zuri carefully to protect her from the specifics of what exactly happened in her mother's final moments in the fire that broke out on Bancroft Drive. The cause of that is still under investigation, but loved ones say it may have been an electrical issue. That day, crews found the mother and another relative trapped on the second floor. They were both pulled out, but it was too late. A third relative is still in critical care. Kira was 8 months pregnant. Doctors were able to save and deliver the baby, and now the family shares their grief, shock, and the strength it took to welcome a newborn, even as at the same time they're saying goodbye to her mom.
Kira was at the window. But it was air conditioner in there, and then she put her hand under there and she was like, "I can't breathe, help me." And then he said Kira had disappeared.
But they did keep her alive enough to get the baby out of her. And I strongly believe that if they was able to protect that baby do got. I do have hope and faith that that baby is gonna make it and stuff like that, because God has the last say so.
They say the plan is to name the baby Kira so her mother's spirit stays with her forever despite never getting to meet her. A GoFundMe has been launched to help that family with the cost of the funeral to come and other needs in the next couple of weeks and months. We have a link to that account with our full interview at rochesterfirst.com. More than 100 people got together Tuesday to remember a young boy, Axel Hernandez, who was killed in Greece in a murder-suicide earlier this year. They planted a tree and released butterflies. Town leaders also dedicated a park to Axel. January 25th, Axel's mom says she received disturbing texts from the boy's father and then called 911. Deputies responded to the dad's townhouse off Fetzner Road, and the next day, Axel was killed by his dad, who then died by suicide. The boy's mother says grieving has never been easy, especially yesterday on what would have been the boy's birthday.
All of the firsts without him have been so hard, because there will be so many things throughout my whole life that I will be missing out on with him. He was 4 years old.
Those who gathered last night are calling for state lawmakers to consider Axel's law, that is to protect others from cases of domestic violence.
Axel's law just calls for better risk assessment and better intervention from law enforcement, family court, anybody who is involved in cases like mine.
So far, they've gotten more than 14,000 signatures to back the law named after Axel, and the petition is gaining more support each day. The sheriff's office told us it's still investigating the circumstances leading up to that tragedy. Final sunrise traffic here in our sunrise show right up until 7. There is one new issue reported on 490 eastbound out towards the Victor Bushnell's Basin area at the interchange there with Route 31. Final forecast here getting out the door on this Wednesday, James.
Yeah, we're looking good, comfortable out there. Numbers in the lower 60s there to getting to the mid 70s. And then just finishing in the 60s tomorrow. A cool north flow for you on Thursday, but plenty of sunshine there. And then just relief for the air conditioning. We know this time of year can easily be in the 80s like it was yesterday, and it's just not going to happen. Saturday and Sunday going to be on the cooler side with very low rain chances. Really, next chance comes early next week there, and then we'll finally transition back into the 70s. So finally nice to see that we'll have a good evening to maybe get some food at
It couldn't have been worse than the first
market?
food truck rodeo they had a month ago. But yeah, the final Wednesday of each month throughout the summer, you can get out there and enjoy it. And then maybe some baseball, some golf coming up later
Red Wings
this week.
happening tonight. Should be good for that as well.
9 o'clock is the podcast, Second Cup of Sunrise. That's on the Rochester First streaming app. CBS Mornings coming your way at 7. We will see you back here in half an hour with your local news and weather.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on RochesterFirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 on demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.